Nation of Fitin10, welcome to day 59, 11 days to go, and as promised, I'm going to keep going through all the products that I carry one by one every single day. So today I'm going to talk to you about a product called Zinc, and as the name implies, this is a zinc formulation. So not only does this contain different forms of chelated zinc, but we also have things like copper and selenium, two different minerals, as well as biotin, which is vitamin B7. And all these work together as a means of getting zinc in the system and allowing it to be more effective in the various aspects of maintaining our health, which I'll get into in 1 second here. So actually, why don't I just do that right now? So here we go. What is zinc good for? Well, it's important for our skin health. It's also important for the formation and support of red blood cell formation, which is necessary. Red blood cells are necessary for distributing oxygen throughout the body to all the different tissues, and this is necessary for energy production. It also has a joint protection, so this is actually, zinc plays an important role in cartilage formation and protection. It's also cardiovascularly supportive. That is, it's what we call arthroprotective. It protects the function and integrity of our arteries. And finally, maybe the most important thing here is it's necessary for immune function. So what we see is when people get adequate amount of zinc, bioavailable zinc, by the way, which I'll talk about in a second, we see a decreased incidence in infection, in overall infection. One other thing I failed to mention, actually, this is really important for your sleep because this helps with the production of melatonin. So I actually take this before I go to bed along with some other things as well. One other thing I want to say about this, chelated forms of minerals. You want to get chelated forms of minerals because we don't want minerals to have any charge associated with them. So by binding them to an amino acid, that's what chelated means essentially, they're able to bypass the duodenum, which is part of your small intestine, get absorbed and utilized by the body. It's one thing to take something in. It's one thing to have a food product that's got all these different vitamins and minerals, but if we can't get it in the system, then it's pointless. We don't get the benefits of it. So Zinc, I would highly recommend taking it. It is not one of my top 3, but it is still very important, and it's not very expensive either. So, okay. Question, why is sleep important for weight loss? All right, so here is a list of 8 reasons why sleep is important for weight loss. Number 1, you decrease the time that you will have to spend eating. I guess that's kind of obvious, right? The longer you sleep, the shorter the period you're going to have for eating. Number 2, with more sleep, we see a reduction in the hormone ghrelin and an increase in the hormone leptin. So ghrelin is one of the hormones that's responsible for making you feel hungry, and leptin is one of the hormones that's responsible for making you feel full. So with more sleep, we see less ghrelin and more leptin. Number 3, you'll feel like you have more energy to move. So you're not going to feel tired, right? You're just not going to feel, if you're better rested, you're going to have more energy. And with more energy, you're going to have more productive workouts. You're going to be able to put more effort into whatever you're doing. Also, your non-exercise activity is going to go up. Your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So just, all those little things that you do throughout the day that we wouldn't consider exercise, that are burning calories. Number 4, less water storage in the body. Okay, so this is not really fat per se, but you're going to have less water retention with the more sleep you get. We're also going to have decreased cortisol levels, right? And cortisol obviously is not really something we want to have free floating in the body, or we definitely don't want to have an overproduction of cortisol in the body. Cortisol breaks down various things, including lean body mass, or more specifically, lean body mass in general, but specifically muscle mass. We see a lowered resting metabolic rate, or resting basal metabolic rate. So in fact, there is some sort of downregulation with your BMR. We also see a decrease in fat oxidation. I'm not sure, I have to look up more data on this. There's not a lot of studies to show this, but there are some to show that there appears to be less fat oxidation, so less fat burning with, we get less fat burning with less sleep. And finally, we see a decrease in protein synthesis. So we see a decrease in the functions of protein synthesis, which would fall under basically anything in the body where we're trying to maintain tissue integrity. So, I mean, everything in our body is recycling constantly. But you might be more, this might ring home with you more in terms of muscle recovery. Right? Protein synthesis is necessary for muscular recovery. So with more sleep, we're going to get better recovery. We're going to go through a shorter period of recovery. So those are 8 reasons why you need sleep for for promoting fat loss and maintenance of body weight. And I'm sure there's others. This is just a list that I quickly rattle off. So maybe I'll come up with others and do it in another video. Okay, message of the day. On this day 59, 5 things. What are 5 things you are thankful for? Here are 5 things I am thankful for. I am thankful for my health. I am thankful for the opportunity that I have. I'm able to own and operate my own business without any interruption. I guess maybe that's not so true in the last 2 years, but with minimal interruption, I have the freedom to do this. So I'm very, very thankful for the freedom. I'm very thankful for the family that I have. I'm very thankful to you guys for joining this, for being part of the gym, for supporting me. And of course, I'm thankful for a lot of things. The roof over my head. I think it's really, really important to remind yourself daily, especially if you feel down in the dumps, especially if you don't feel good, if you're having a bad day, remind yourself, if you're complaining about things, remind yourself of all the things that you have that most people in this world don't have. Or maybe they do have, but we should still be thankful for it. Regardless of whether people have it or they don't, we should still be thankful for it. It does change our perspective, and it will change your mood, and it will allow you to have a better day. Believe me. Wake up in the morning every day and right away, write out 10 things you're thankful for, and just see the impact that it has on your day. Okay? Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, for the love of God, give some gratitude, and I'll talk to you all very soon.